Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Rosie here, and, well, I guess I still technically play Dead by Daylight, so you don't have to. I don't have to change my intro for these movie reviews, I suppose. But needless to say, some shit dropped, bro. Some important shit. Joker 2 Electric Boogaloo. Joker 2 Electric Boogaloo trailer is out, bro. It's raining, can you tell? Can you hear that? It's raining. I don't know if you can tell. But, needless to say, here in my car watching this, lads, there's a certain aspect of this movie, which if you've watched my stuff, you've already know, because I've talked about it on my stream various times. If you've been following this movie in any real way, you already know if you've been following the movie. But for all of you who don't know yet, let's just let the trailer play out, and I'm going to just watch it. Let's watch it together, and I'm not going to say shit.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime. Wakey, wakey.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have. Let's get out of here.
What the world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just to live love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Tell us, what's changed, Arthur?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
I want to see the real you.
Okay. There we go, lads. So, that's about where we are. So, you look at that, it ain't too bad, is it? It doesn't, like, the trailer itself doesn't seem too bad. And it looks like it's in good hands. And another thing that kind of helps you out here is this is the correct plot line. A Joker 2 looks exactly like this. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Joker Harley. I even pitched, if you were going to do a sequel, the sequel should be called Harleen. Like, that's what the sequel should be called. This is exactly the correct plot line that we should be doing. So that's not the problem. We'll deal with Harley Quinn in a second. But first of all, I must state here again, as someone for all you geeks that want to know my history with this project, I was very, very skeptical upon the initial announcement of Joker. Way back in whenever this was announced. I heard this was a Jared Leto project that got turned into something else, blah, blah, blah. Or even heard there might have been 2 Joker movies in development at one point. Something weird, okay? But, like, obviously, and again, you can go to the history. I was very concerned for reasons that I didn't believe that a Joker movie was ever going to get done with the balls needed to actually do it. Well, they did it. And the admiration that I have for the cast and crew, Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix, everybody. The admiration that I have for everybody that stuck to their guns and did that movie the way it needed to be done and persevered even when things were looking dapper. Well, of course, it was already in post-production when shit hit the fan there. When shit really hit the fan and everyone exposed themselves for being stupid when it came to the mass hysteria that fucking came out of that shit. Oh, don't deny it. Don't deny it. And it will happen for this one too, I'm sure of it. But like, needless to say, like, the admiration that I have for that, the original cast and crew, and the work that they did on that first movie was absolutely fucking phenomenal. And it is certainly my favorite non-horror movie ever made. Joker. Perfect. It was absolutely perfect. My initial, I have a review of it on my channel, which I still stand by. I still stand by that review. I know it's kind of older content from me, but I still stand by that review. Great. The movie is like actual fucking perfection. The way that it tackles the character is absolutely perfect, and Todd Phillips showed you he understands the character absolutely perfectly. Unreliable narration, what's real, what's not real, etc. And you know what? And a lot of those things are going to carry over and be in this movie. I'm sure of it. But on one hand, on the other hand, here, the one initial concern I have with any form of sequel to Joker is that you have to canonize certain things, which the ambiguity of the original is one of its greatest strengths. So to see that they're going to have to canonize some things, or unless they just do what they did last time, and just like a lot of it's in their heads, which is likely going to be happening. The title actually translates to shared madness or something like that. So it's like, it's possible that the movie can still be in their in their heads, and Harley can like see him as way better than he was. Because like the implication at the ending of, as much as I hate that interpretation, because in my mind the movie ends with the blood smile. Everything after the blood smile and he's standing in the crowd and waving his arms, like in my mind all of that is real and all of that took place. Maybe to an exaggerated degree because of his his mental escapades. That happened to some degree, IMO. In fact, you can even see, like, he shot Murray, he shot Murray. That is absolutely canon. Everything on the talk show is canon, 100%. Because that's even vindicated through, like, reports that you can see in the movie. And so I don't fucking know. And then so this trailer implies like one of Harley's lines, I haven't done anything in my life like you have. Like, there is a certain amount of canon to that original. Again, maybe slightly exaggerated. Joker's a megalomaniac who exaggerates his own importance. That's true. So, like, I'm okay with that being, like, taken into consideration there. But some of that shit did fucking happen. It has to. So I was happy to see that, again, there's lots of free Joker signs. So it looks like to some degree that's going to be taken care of. Those people that say none of it really happened. In terms of a sequel, that is the least interesting thing to do. To say none of that really good stuff happened and he's just some loser in his cell. That's the least interesting thing you can do with a sequel. So, I think Todd Phillips understands that. The thing that is worrying me, it's like, what you look at the trailer, what's the problem, Rosie? It looks actually all right. The thing that is sketching me out about this is, it's a musical. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Some of you did. If you watch my shit, you probably already knew that. But it's a musical. I ain't never seen a musical I didn't want to blow my brains out during. I fucking hate musicals, bro. I always go back to that scene in Scream 2 where they all just jump on the table and start singing. Like, that's fucking horrible, bro. And Scream 2 is not a musical. But it's like, I hate musicals because it takes me out, bro. Every time, like, a song happens, it's like, it takes me the fuck out of what's going on. Now, for something like The Wizard of Oz, like, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, right? ding dong, the witch is dead, dot your eyes, get out of bed. That shit, when everyone, like, that movie is exaggerated enough to the point where it can still work. Because it's like, the whole thing is exaggerated shit. Which, to be fair, that's kind of what's happening here anyway. Because it's like if it's shared madness, and a lot of this shit kind of takes place in their minds, which you can see with the... Like what?
There's just
There's a specific part. This part.
Alone.
Look at that. Like, is that a real location? Probably not. Like, it has to all be in their... Like, that's probably in their head, right? So, like, that is like... That exaggerated shit can kind of work to some degree there. So it's like... So, they do have that exaggerated feel of things here. But at the same time, bro, I don't want to... I don't know. Like, Joker does sing. So it's like, not even... Like, if you... Joker... Say, like, fucking Killing Joke. Like, don't tell me Joker can't sing. That's not the inherent issue. Joker, like, Killing Joke. What else does he sing? Cold, Cold Heart, Only You. Like, you can go through and find a list of Joker singing material. It does work and can work. Is it going to work with this incarnation? There's precedence for it. He was a dancer, if you recall. His dancing, the bathroom dance, kind of calmed him down after he kind of made his initial killings in the original movie, right? So, like, there's precedence for him to kind of transform that, especially if that's Harley's hobby. Like, if he's a dancer and Harley's a singer, it could kind of make sense for him to, like, take it upon himself to kind of do that thing, to kind of woo her over, right? So, like there... I got a fucking phone call. There's a natural... Phone calls interrupt your videos. But my point is, there's a natural, like... There's a natural fucking precedence there, but with the foundation laid in the original movie for there to be more songs in this movie. I just don't know if classifying it as a musical was smart. I would have rather had just, like, that happened upon me going into it, I guess. That detail kind of worries me. But at the same time there, though, if there were 10 songs and I didn't know it, it might have took me out of it. So I guess they just went ahead and decided that was the thing to do. I don't know. Personally, I would not have taken a sequel in the direction of a musical. I would not have done that, personally. I would not have done that. So, but at the same time, I trust Todd Phillips. I trust Joaquin. I trust these people. Again, the amount of admiration I have for that original movie cannot be understated. So I'm willing to meet their idea halfway here to see what we got. So again, for them to, like, use the precedence of music to kind of take, that's how they're going to do Joker and Harley. Sure, bro. That can work. That's not inherently wrong. Setting the woods on fire. If you ever watch The Batman, the cartoon, Go look at that clip, The Batman, where Joker and Harley run around singing "Setting the Woods on Fire" as they blow everything up. Like that, the Joker and Harley being explored through a musical isn't inherently incorrect. I wouldn't have done it. So that kind of worries me. It does. Like, to say I'm not worried about that is a lie. It's a lie. And then, like, and just like some of the scenes, like, look at this shit. Like, what is that? I can't promise that will be good. I can't promise myself that will be good. The non-musical stuff, though, looks really good. Everything that's like this.
Let's get out of here.
And then he just looks at her. That's good. And then even this dancing shit, because, like, that's, like, this is fine. It's, like, okay, this worries me. This part, where the fuckers got the trumpet in the background, and they got fucking Joaquin in full costume. And, like, that fucking dance, which is probably the worst part of the trailer. Like, that's not worrying. And this is good. They're being dragged on the ground. Harley walking up the stairs is fine. Harley walking up the Joker stairs is fine.
Tell us, what's changed?
That's good, her doing his shit, because, like, and then them on the stairs, And then there's a thing that says free of all charges is on there on the left. Now, did he really get off free on all charges, or is that just something that's in their head? We don't know. But it's like, this is going there on the stairs, kicking, that's
I'll
fine.
tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore.
And then there's the thing about him saying he's
That's
not
what we
alone
should be
anymore.
talking about.
That's what we should be talking about, how he's not alone anymore. I saw some people say, well, this is just going to be their relationship taken in a direction where they're not going to be as abusive to each other, like they're actually going to be a duo. That's horseshit. I don't foresee that happening 1 second. In my mind, this relationship is inherently abusive. That is how it works. It's inherently abusive. Joker and Harley being lovey-dovey, you know, it's like the Suicide Squad interpretation was that for the most, like it was like, you know, it's fine for like a take or two, but it's like I don't know, maybe Jared Leto just sucks ass, but like I fundamentally disagree with that interpretation. If you've watched Batman the Animated Series, like that is Joker and Harley Quinn. That dynamic that's them. And so that is inherently what it is. Attempts to like reshape and reform it aren't true to what the Joker is about. Joker doesn't have a positive cell in his body, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't. There's no like that's his character. He doesn't have one positive cell in his entire body. There is and so like him saying this shit about it's very clear based on this. It's like, okay,
I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
She's like, look, she's exactly how he was, right? And like they show that through her walking up the same set of stairs, reflective of her in his mental space. That's good. So it's like you can see by just on this shot that she is going to be an easy target for him because he is preying on the fact that he is exactly like her. So when she sees that he's like faking dedication to her, right? That's why she's going to go bananas for him, right? That's kind of like when he's going to fake it and put on this show when he's talking to these people about, I'm not alone anymore. Like it's horseshit. He doesn't care, bro. He doesn't care. And that's the whole dynamic here. But it's like, so I'm seeing shades of that. Like, people that think that this is going to be portrayed positively, absolutely not. Especially at the end here, when she pulls the gun on him. Like, at the end. This is probably going to be, and like, if I had to guess, this is probably going to be near the climax where he pushes her just a little too far, right? He's going to push her just a little too far, and then she's going to fucking snap, okay? Right? Like, they're going to have a big fight in the climax of the movie is going to be my guess. Right, that's just, so she's pulling the gun on him. This is probably in the climax of the movie. And then she fucking does the blood smile. That could be his blood. Like, this movie very well, and she might kill him in this movie. And then kill herself. It's possible. Like she might kill him, and then she's gonna she's gonna pour the blood, that's his blood. She kills him. Now, it's possible it's the guy laying down right next to her. I guess I didn't see that guy in the background. But it's like she might kill him and then kill herself like he couldn't do at the end of the first movie, right? She might have the balls to kill herself, right? So a lot of different directions that they could go in. But she kills him on national television and then kills herself. And that's one of the scenes I'm worried about. Right? So there's a lot of different directions that they could take this. But there's a lot of positives in the trailer. And that being said, swapping over to Lady Gaga as Harley, not nearly as bad as I was worried about. First of all, sorry, Lady Gaga, maybe I just didn't recognize your name. She's a little more attractive than I remember her being. She's not like a perfect 10. But at the same time here, casting a perfect 10 was the wrong choice. And they did do a good job of like throwing her in like poor people clothes and making her hair look a little dirty. So but she's pretty. She's not perfect, but she's pretty. So it's like she's got but they did a good job of kind of making her like look average but pretty, I guess. Okay? So and also the thing about this is why I think the movie should have been called Harleen, but I guess Joker would bring the better box office numbers. But ladies and gentlemen, Harley Quinn is fucking dead. And I've talked about this on my stream before too. Harley Quinn is so dead and so awful, they literally had to recreate the Joker's sidekick. Punchline. Look it up. They literally had to give him a new sidekick because of how awful she currently is. She is a character that has been hijacked by the feminists and the woke mob. To the point where she is horrible. I don't like Tara Strong voicing her in the games. I thought she was good in Arkham City, and that was my favorite version of her. I think she's been garbage for a long time. The character has been hijacked. And it's like, oh, we got to get her away from Joker. Well, what's she do when she's not with Joker? What does she do? She goes right to Suicide Squad. She goes right to Birds of Prey. She goes right to other fucking groups and other fucking factions because we know, you know as well as I do, the character is not strong enough to stand on her own. Nobody gives a shit. Oh, her TV series, she's got a whole fucking crew in that too, right? Fucking what? King Shark, more Suicide Squad members. Suicide Squad member there. Bane's in that a lot. Which, I mean, I'm not saying that support, like, she can have a supporting cast around her, but it's like, I don't think she's strong enough to stand on her own. And you know what? That show, as horrible as I thought, like, as bad as, like, I was worried that show was going to be, and I've never watched that show fully. I watched some clips of that show. I was really worried that Joker was going to be done horribly in that. He isn't. He isn't. They actually did a good job with him. But beside the point there, the main, again, I guess that one show probably is the best example of her standing alone for the most, because like but again, it's just some stupid show. Again, it wasn't horror. It wasn't, people like that show, and that show can be kind of funny. It can be woke in places too, from what I've seen, but it's not like the word, like 5 out of 10. Good job, Harley. 5 out of 10. My point here is that Harley Quinn is like a character I would argue needs to go back to her roots more than any other. With all the bullshit that she's been fucking forced to do now. That fucking Batman Harley Quinn movie, garbage. She's been garbage, and she was garbage in Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Character's garbage, bro. Character is absolute fucking horrendous horseshit. She is the symbol. She is like a symbol for women that think they have been victimized when they really haven't. Facts. So the character needs to, like, it's like I like Harley standing on her. No, character sucks now. Her peak was in the 90s, and that's because we had the balls to do actual storytelling and actually write something compelling. Nowadays, it's fucking trash. But that all being said here, this movie has the chance to take Harley back to her roots and back where she needs to be. Okay? This movie could be very good for her. This movie could be very, very good for her. I'd argue she really needs it. She needs a story with Joker again. She's at her strongest when she's with Joker.
That's what you should be talking about.
Ironically, for people that go, oh my God, I want her to be strong and strong, independent woman. She is the strongest character when she's with Joker. And that is why you will never see an attempt of Harley Quinn ever done without him. Like, never. Joker is always inherently in her backstory. With that all being said, there's some good shit here. And I even like this shit at the end where he's like behind the glass and it's the smile, so it's like the person he's there, like, is there some distance from it? Like, it's like maybe he's been in the asylum so much that he kind of forgot who he was towards the end of the first movie there, or you know what I'm saying? And when he gets out again, that's when he kind of starts, he's going to use her to break out, etc., etc. Joaquin will start abusing her in this movie. You might even see things the woke people don't like. You might see him smack her. You might see him smack her in the face. Like, you might see actual physical abuse in this movie. And again, the woke crowd ain't gonna like that too much. But there is a chance that you could see Harley go back to her roots and have them explored in a way that they haven't been explored before in the mainstream. So, Harley Quinn really needs this to be good. Joker could give or take. The character doesn't care. He had his magnum opus and his masterpiece. 2 of them, actually. The Joker as a character doesn't really care about this movie as much. If this is bad, it's like we still got the first one. Harley Quinn, however, is riding or dying on this movie. IMO. She really needs this to be good. If this is good, you could expect to see a lot of reboots, IMO. Like a lot of reboots in the comics that are going to get her back to her roots and get her away from all these fucking Suicide Squad hokey pokey bullshit. A return to form for her. Because this is where her big magnum opus is. This is where her story is. That's why DC doesn't know. That's why DC Comics doesn't know what to do with her. Because this is her story. This is. So I trust Todd Phillips doing Harley Quinn way more than anybody else in Hollywood. I guarantee you. I don't even have to even tell you. When this drops, Margot Robbie's going to get blown out of the fucking water. Easily. Lady Gaga will easily be the best Harley Quinn ever. On screen, live action. Yeah, she's not as hot as Margot Robbie. But that's not the point. That's not the point, bro. If you want to jerk off the Harley Quinn, there's plenty of fucking bitches on Pornhub that cosplay that for you. That's not the point here. She is going to portray an excellent version of this character. I'm not I'm not even if you have any doubt, look if you have any doubt of her, the blood smile and the pointing the gun at him, and I don't doubt that she's gonna be great. That was something that I was worried about when she casted. I said that at the top here. I'm not worried about her anymore. I'm worried about the fucking musical aspect. Once again, Lady Gaga, if you're going to do a musical, that's a good casting choice. So, we'll see what they end up doing here. I'm very, very cautious. I'm still not won over yet. I want to see more in the next trailer. This is still a teaser. This movie needed more. The Joker's marketing was very classic, where they didn't really show you much. You didn't really know what the fucking movie was going to even be about. You had no fucking clue. This one needs a little bit more because of the musical premise, IMO. But I don't know. Am I alone on that? We'll fucking see. I don't know. I'm getting the hell out of here. I got to go clock out. I'm actually on a break at work, and I saved it all to make this video. So, lol. All right, guys. I'm getting the hell out of here. GG's.